Hello everybody, welcome. This is the Benjinator and you're watching Let's Play SaGa Frontier. So, last time we completed Mr. Red's quest. So that means that we are now completed 2 of the 7 quests in this fabulous little game. And so now we're going to be moving on to actually one of my favorite quests, and that is the quest of our first female character. She is a half-mystic, and her name is Asellus. So let us begin that one. So Asellus, thankfully, is another kind of semi-broken character that you'll find in this game. Rouge, or Bluge, I should say, is one of the other ones because he has those amazing stats. You can just do so much damage with his magic. But Asellus is actually another one of those characters. So we're going to be playing her quest. I should mention, by the way, that this quest actually has 3 endings, but we're only going to be seeing one. I have no interest whatsoever in doing any of the other endings. You know, because they are a little bit different, but this is not a game, as you guys have seen, that you play for endings. You play it for the content, you play it for the gameplay, that sort of thing. So, here we go, Asellus' quest. Let us begin. Darkness. Oh, yeah. That's Fascinaturu. Remember that place? It's where you pick up the sand tool and the Asura, all that good stuff. So, what's going on? I love the music here, by the way. You only get to hear this in Asellus' quest. Who's that guy? Bopping around. Yeah, we couldn't actually go in here in the other quests. Gina! Who's Gina? Is that secretly Asellus? Okay, maybe not. Alright. Okay. So apparently, I guess maybe Gina's the kind of the narrator of this whole thing. Tyranny of Chateau Aguirre. I think that's how it's pronounced. I took French for 7 years. I think it's Aguirre, but I'm not sure. Well, that would be enough to drive you crazy if your only refuge was an attic. Alright. Interesting. Young prince in the castle. Okay. Alright, so there's a prince in the castle, apparently. The castle that we were not able to access in the last 2 quests. And that, of course, is Chateau Aguirre. Definitely has this kind of Nightmare Before Christmas vibe to it, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah, this place. It's actually pretty interesting. Whoa! What was that? Those the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse? Oh, there's Asellus. Oh, wow. So, yep. If this is a hospital, this is a really freaky hospital. Humans wake up quickly. Alright. Who's that guy? Oh, wow. That's kind of rude. Yeah, alright. Fascinaturu. Of course, we're in the same place. Or Luge. Or Luge. Or Luge will become the bane of your existence if you're playing this game for a variety of different reasons. Oh, Dr. Ocogni. Well, he's dead, lady. I hate to say it, but he died in a car crash. He got run over by a carriage. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It doesn't seem like this is the time or the place for carriages to be around. Okay, well, then again, you know, we're in a different region. Could be operating on, you know, 16th century technology. Who knows? All right, so right now what you're seeing is that Asellus is in an outfit which she will not be carrying for the rest of this journey. So that's why it kind of looks like she's moonwalking everywhere. So let's look at her stats. Actually, unfortunately, in this quest, you don't get... Because sometimes if you get to a certain battle rank, you actually get some stat boosts and some other techniques. But as you can see, she ain't got nothing. She's literally... she has the gift for mystic magic, which is pretty cool. But other than that, she doesn't really have much going on. She's got pretty lousy stats, if you look at that. We'll talk a little bit later about what Asellus should become, and it can kind of depend. Oh, look at this. Coffins, huh? Those are very ornate coffins. Yeah. Yeah. Those are some interesting dead people. Or maybe they're just sleeping, who knows? Maybe they're all just a bunch of vampires. Well, I do like the general outlay of this place, though. It's pretty cool. All right, so what's this place? All right, so this is kind of a weird area because yeah, you can pick up these items, but notice that it's not making a sound when you pick them up. So all this stuff you can actually pick them up, and Silver Moon, by the way, is an excellent and a light rifle. Those are some excellent weapons later on. And actually, let me just show you quickly if you try to equip the Silver Moon. Yeah, 69 attack power, even better than the Zero Sword. So, nice. We're starting out with some pretty good equipment. But, wait. Now you gotta drop all this stuff. Well, that just kind of sucks. But keep in mind those items for later, by the way. Because you can't pick them up right now, but there's a chance you'll be able to pick them up later. So, let's see what else is going on here. So, gonna be traveling just through this little area. Who's that guy? Human girl who inherited Orluge's power. Who's that? Huh. Alright. Huh. Okay. Zozma! That's kind of a cool name. He's an infidel. I don't know, I kind of like hanging out with the infidels. Well, that's interesting. Alright. So now what you want to do, before we start exploring these areas, because the thing about this particular quest is at the beginning, it's a little hard to know where you want to go. So if you go over here, for example, there's monsters and you can't go there. Another area you'll have to keep in mind for a little bit later. So now what you want to do is go up to this little spire, and there's a little, Alright, so dropping something in the little lily pad, and oh my, we're being transported, aren't we? Okay. Well, let's see what's over here. Place with, ooh, yep, lots of flowers. He does have good taste. I mean, this entire layout of his castle is pretty snazzy, I think. Yeah, checking out the flowers, and oh look, we're getting stabbed by Paul Revere. Oh well. Okay. Ooh, is that our blood? Purple blood? That's kind of interesting. Well, I guess the text that she speaks is kind of magenta colored, so it kind of makes sense. Who the hell's that guy? He looks he's very foppish, I think is the word. Kind of a dandy. He's just as surprised as we are, though. All right, so, well, sorry to mess up your flower bed there, dude. Didn't mean to. Yeah, this is pretty surreal, I have to say. So let's head in here and go up here. And there's that guy that just stabbed me. I got words for you. Leave? Oh, come on, that guy is rude. All sorts of craziness. And this is yeah, that door won't. That door is not going to open for you. So let's just go back downstairs and see what happens now. This place sure is interesting, that's for sure. Alright. So now what you want to do is, yeah, go down the spire. You go through this little door right here. Those little external spires, I wouldn't worry about those for the time being. All you have to really do right now is just kind of worry just about moving the story along, which will happen. Alright, so actually if you head down here, this will take you into Rootville, which you've already seen before, and you do have to go there at a later point. But let's go here. Let's see what's going on in the throne room. Alright, so automatically walking up. Look, we got, you know, the guy that stabbed me, the guy with the green hair, and Mr. Foppish dude, and someone who looks like a squire or a peasant. Alright, Asellus. Yeah, who are you? Insolent? No, at least the Foppish guy appreciates that. Charmlord. Merciless King. That's not a very good title. Protector of Rose. Ruler of Darkness. That's... what is he, Satan or something? Supreme Judge. This guy has got a lot of titles. Ah, that's Orluge. Alright, that's what I figured. Yeah, exactly. I'm just some strange girl. Uh-oh. Kato, or Gato. That's the guy who did it. Ah, okay, so apparently we've become half mystic. That's interesting. Okay, so because of my blood color, I'm stuck here. Great. Alright. Okay, so that creepy guy's gonna look after me. Yeah, alright. Ildon, that's his name. Alright. Alright, so Princess White Rose. Interesting. Alright, so apparently this guy's got the whole rest of eternity planned out for me since I apparently can't die. That's kind of nice. Yep. Yeah, this is all kind of hard to take, considering you just woke up. Accept your fate. Wow. That guy's not very nice. Rootville to get a dress. Okay. Okay, so now you have the option of getting a dress, which we will now, I guess, do. Since it will allow you to get the proper sprite that you're gonna need. Alright, so you want to go down here. And of course, this will start to look familiar to you. But now we can go in all these nice little houses, which you couldn't when you came here as blue or red. Oh. Oh, look! So now we're encountering Gina. And now we get to see what's going on in her head. Ah, there we are. Okay, wow, these mystics sure are full of themselves. Kinda don't like them. Just treating humans like scum. What's so special about mystics other than the fact they can live forever? I mean, they're basically vampires. If they got coffins, they have immortal life. They suck blood or something. I just don't know. It's all sorts of crazy. Alright, there it is. Now she's in her official garb. Yep. Alright, well, that went smoothly enough. Yeah, it definitely wasn't a prince, and yeah, she thought she was making clothes for a prince. The Charm Lord. Wait, Orluge? No, I'm a little bit confused. Ah, okay. So maybe Orluge is a woman. Interesting enough. Maybe it's not a guy. Oh, lesbian queen? I never actually knew that. Looks like a woman. In any case. So now what we want to do is just to go back here. And just before I kind of cut this video short, I'm going to show you what happens when you go to one of the spires around here. And the only reason I'm not cutting this out is just so you guys have kind of an idea of where you're supposed to go in the castle, because it can be very confusing. So, anyway, you want to go up here, and then you want to go over to this spire, which is exactly where Zozma showed up. But now we got Ildon in our party, by the way, and he's got some pretty good techniques. He's a decent mystic. I don't really use him a whole lot when I play a particular quest, but you know, he is kind of one of the characters that you got to use. All right, so now what we want to go is do in here, and this is where things can get tricky because it's hard to. You got to have certain characters in your party at certain times, and not have certain characters in your party at certain times to advance the plot. But now we go up to this little coffin right here, and we'll see White Rose. Let's see, there she is. Remember her in Red's Quest? Well, now she's with us. The 46th Princess, Princess White Rose. Ildon. Yep, nothing ever changes around here. Kindest Arch-Princess. Interesting. Alright. Okay, so we're going to find some information about this whole Mystic Wonderland. No pun intended. And as you can see, White Rose has pretty much the same stats that she did. She's a little worse off than she was when you had it with Red, but more or less the same thing. One thing I do recommend, though, is that later on, you're going to fight a couple of dungeons with White Rose, but once you are free roaming in the world again, don't use her for a very specific reason. You don't actually want to power up White Rose. So just something to keep in mind. So anyway, here we are in Fascinaturu, Chateau Aguil, as it's called. So what's going to happen next? How are we going to find our way through this place and discover what we're supposed to do. Because it seems like we were just kind of thrown into a sketchy situation. Now all of a sudden, you know, we're playing as a character that has been is a half mystic, but also is apparently trying to assimilate into the society. So, we'll find out next time with Let's Play SaGa Frontier. This is the Benjinator, and thank you guys for watching. See you next time.